Good evening, morning, afternoon, freaks and geeks. This is Reluge. Keep in mind, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I did cover it before, and I do have my own thoughts. But before I go into this, I want to point out something. I have, in fact, not received any copyright strikes. Here's the video. There's nothing. I'm using this to show that they're not typing in the any keywords. They're keeping track of certain creators. And yeah, you could argue I only got 34 views on that. And my one before that, I got 63 views. So I just wanted to point out, they're not hunting it down. They're just keeping an eye on the key players, like Beardo, J-Cart's Arts, Side-Eyed Guy, and others. So, Bad to the Bonehead posted 2 days ago, trying to cover everything about all the things that's been going on in the paranormal community. I don't want to go over everything. So, and also J-Carts, Brew Productions, and Beardo had commented on this. They each have their own different angles on this. So, I'm going to try not to repeat what they've said. So, go check on their videos. I'm going to try to remember to put the links in the description. If I don't, yell at me. Alright. I want to address everything that's been said about me because the amounts of misinformation, lies, and twisted narratives is out of control. So I'm breaking everything down clearly and with facts. I have never filed a copyright strike. I have never filed a privacy strike. If I did, people would know because when you file a copyright strike, your real name shows. So, first of all, of all the videos I've seen about people complaining about the copyright and the privacy strikes, it's been from the Paranormal Chihuahua. Not Bad to the Bone. As far as I know, feel free to correct me in the comment section down below. But from what I've seen, people have just been complaining about Frankie. So, I think that might be correct. Other than, again, correct me in the comment section down below. It's not that I don't care about the Jason Hawes thing. I just don't want to get into it. I don't know what to think about Nesper. And Boo Productions had commented on this because she brought his name into this. He had commented on that. Go check out his video if you want to know about that. They say I have friends at YouTube. False. I have nothing to do with what Rob or Frankie do. Now, I can't disprove or prove that. Unlike the people making videos because someone sent them after me. I don't need a team to defend me. You all got asked to help one person and look what happened. Now violation strikes are being given. Don't blame me, blame the people who sent you. Blame the people who's... No one's... That's a huge misconception. Nobody is sending anybody to attack anybody or to do videos on anything. Side-Eye Guy just made a video explaining the situation, and everybody else is like, hey, I'm going to defend him because doxing and blackmailing is awful. And then a certain someone, not saying it was you, goes and starts throwing strikes at people. Again, I don't think anybody's saying it's you. I deleted the video because I knew it went south. That's called de-escalation. Yeah. If I really dox someone, where's the proof? Doxing is releasing a private, non-public info with malicious intent. Okay, we have the proof that you've done that. Yes, saying the first name is doxing when the person is trying to keep that name out of public. If you look up the side-eye guy, you will not find his first name. You guys had to dig for it. Frankie had the information. You even said yourself that you had done some research. And you guys were all like, hey, take down that thumbnail, or we'll give the internet your private information that you don't want out there. That's called blackmailing. And in turn, doxing. I hid my YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for my own peace of mind. That's fine. No one was really saying it's like, oh, you're just scared. No. And it is your prerogative to hide that stuff. We're just mentioning it. I haven't watched any videos about me. I needed a mental break. Then how do you know that people are talking about the strikes? But then again, you not watching videos would explain why you are thinking we're talking about you. I reached out to the side-eye guy. He acknowledged my message. I don't know about that. He has not mentioned that. She joked about doxing him the same way he joked by putting Rob next to a pedophile in the thumbnail. No, that wasn't a joke. The 3 people were the main focus of that video. That's how thumbnails work. He's not like, oh, it's going to be funny if I just put Rob up next to a pedophile. Duh. No. My joke was putting someone like a serial killer between you two. Just to make a point. Ever since Satori said my videos were lies and AI-generated people attacked me, who doesn't use AI? There was no AI in the toe-tapping videos. Yeah. I made shorts using CapCut or AI, yes. So do hundreds of thousands of YouTube. That does not matter in any way, shape, or form. Using AI to make clown faces. Yep, why is that a big deal? If AI is the issue, why aren't you going after everyone? Why only... They're not just going after you about the AI. That's the thing. AI has been trying... People have been trying to, like, knock down AI for the longest time. It's not just you. Please stop having the main character syndrome. Kristen had strong feelings for Rob. I showed that in my video. She denied it. I have audio. She told me no while I was literally looking at her messages. Rob's behead the dog comment was wrong, but it was in a private conversation. Now, everybody's pointing this out. It doesn't matter if it was in a private conversation. They were talking about harm and threats. And that is awful. Now she has debunkers doing her dirty work. No one has anyone doing any dirty work. It's like everybody is talking about the terrible things that's going on. Not because anybody sent them, but because they're terrible things. Why can't people understand this? Now, here's the thing about the J-Carts, and he's also mentioned this, but I have my own thoughts on this. J-Carts is a reaction channel. He should have gotten both sides. Amber Dust should have researched more. They got one-sided stories irrelevant to me. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And it wasn't you that had done anything to them. But you mentioned J-Carts and Amber Dust. You watched some sort of videos because you know who they are. And, oh, it's so annoying because There's 4 people, not 2. I don't fully know who Amber Dust is, but Jake Kurtz is one of the heavy names in that podcast. And that tells me that she's watching particular people. I saw a post Frankie made about Rob. I called him out, showed him evidence. That's how we met. Someone told me he had Seg's info. He said yes. He said he'd share it. I said no. Why would you go and talk to him about it in the first place then? I only needed a first name to tease Seg. It is doxing. If he doesn't want his name out there, that's the problem. Later I found Frankie lied. I addressed it. I reached out to Seg when I learned the truth. Lied about the fact that he had his information? And one of the old posts that's been deleted saying like, oh, I was just joking and you guys fell for it. If that's the case, then why are you still striking people? That makes no sense to me. There's a lot going on. I may have forgotten things. If anyone has questions, they can email me or comment. I hold comments for review. That's my prerogative. Yeah. I don't approve threats or trash talk. Yeah. Valid. I'm one person, not a team, not a network, not a group chat plotting behind the scenes. Why did you have to add that? Everything I've said can be backed by receipts, audio, screenshots, and first-hand conversations. That's what we've done. I'm not perfect. I've reacted out of anger. I've taken accountability every time. No, you haven't. But I won't sit back while people lie about me or drag my name for views. I won't apologize for defending myself or my friends. I'm just adding this now. I am not sure why everybody is attacking Rob when Rob was not even part of the live feed. That's not the point. That is not the point. You guys kept making a big deal about Rob, and we're pointing that out. Rob had done some terrible things, and you're trying to defend this guy. You're trying to be like, hey, don't pull him next to a pedophile. And that's why his name keeps being brought up. Why are you so defensive about Rob? There is information out there that he was a terrible person. So that's my thoughts on this whole situation. It's I really do hope that this is the last time she mentions this. Because everybody's beef isn't fully with her. I mean, all of this could just not have happened if you didn't go live with freaking Frankie. And all these strikes are doing nothing, to be honest. He thinks he's being all mean and tough and, like, cool, and he's like, oh, I'm striking you, now I'm striking you, now I'm striking you. When all that's going to do is bite Frankie in the butt. Because these people are serious. If it goes into court, they're going to destroy Frankie. Because think about it this way. Everybody's like, oh, it's money. They can't do anything because there's 3 people I could think of right off the bat that has a case against Frankie. And if he continues doing this and it goes to court, he has to go to court for 3 different people. That's going to cost him, not them. So it's just time that this is done. This needs to be laid to bed. This needs to be put down like a sick dog. Okay? Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Feel free to correct me. I've made a couple mistakes covering things in the past. I've said stuff that I didn't have all the information. And if I spoke out of line, let me know. Also, click on whichever like button you think is appropriate for this video. Click on that subscribe, and click on that bell if you really want to. And I have end cards that you can click on that I think you might enjoy. But until then, until next time, stay decent.